The Bearman to Ferrari rumour has just exploded across Formula One. Ralf Schumacher has publicly told Lewis Hamilton it is time to retire. Bernie Ecclestone has joined the chorus, suggesting the seven-time world champion has nothing left to prove. A Dutch journalist has claimed Hamilton will announce his retirement at Silverstone in July. Reports from Auto, Motor und Sport have confirmed that Ferrari have already chosen Oliver Bearman as the driver who would replace Hamilton, should the British star decide to walk away. And Hamilton himself, sitting fifth in the 2026 Drivers' Championship with a podium at the Chinese Grand Prix to his name, has not commented publicly on the retirement speculation. His Ferrari contract runs through the end of 2026, with an option for 2027. The decision he makes in the coming months will define not just his own legacy, but the future direction of Ferrari's racing project. Start with the source of the latest retirement speculation. Speaking publicly through Sky Sport Germany, Ralf Schumacher has made the most direct call for Hamilton to retire that any major commentator has issued this season. Hamilton is in a better position again this year. But in the long run, he won't have a chance against Leclerc over the course of the year. It's time, and I have to say the same about Fernando Alonso. Hamilton and Alonso have had a wonderful time in Formula One, but now it's time for both of them to vacate their cockpits at the end of the year and give young people a chance. Schumacher then went further, specifically naming Oliver Bearman as the driver who should replace Hamilton at Ferrari. I think it's time to let the youth have a go. Oliver Bearman deserves the chance to drive a Ferrari, and I also believe that, if he gets the chance, he'll even be a challenge for Charles Leclerc. I'm quite sure of that. In fact, I'd say he's even better. That is a remarkable claim. Schumacher is suggesting that Bearman would not just be a competent replacement for Hamilton, but actually a better partner for Leclerc than the seven-time world champion currently is. Bernie Ecclestone has also weighed in on the retirement discussion. According to multiple reports, the former Formula One Supreme has said that Hamilton has nothing left to prove with 7 World Championship titles. Ecclestone has suggested that Hamilton should quit, rather than continue racing without genuine title contention. But the most consequential rumour came from a Dutch journalist. Louis Dekker, speaking on a podcast, claimed that Hamilton will announce his retirement at the British Grand Prix at Silverstone in July. I think Hamilton will announce his retirement at Silverstone at the end of this season. Dekker's claim is not based on confirmed sources from Hamilton's camp. It is a prediction, but the prediction has spread across Formula One media, and it has been treated seriously by some commentators. Other voices have been more skeptical, with one publication directly stating that the reports of Hamilton retiring are clickbait. The truth about Hamilton's situation requires looking at his actual results. After 4 rounds of the 2026 season, Hamilton sits 5th in the Drivers' Championship. He took his first Ferrari podium at the Chinese Grand Prix, finishing 3rd. He finished 7th in the Miami Grand Prix sprint and in the main race. He moved up to 6th in Miami after Leclerc received a 20-second post-race penalty. The form is significantly improved from his 2025 season, when he failed to score a single podium in his first year with Ferrari. Hamilton himself has been publicly enthusiastic about the 2026 regulations. After the Chinese Grand Prix podium, he described the new cars as the best form of racing he has experienced across his entire career. Speaking after the Miami Grand Prix, he explained the technical issues Ferrari needs to address. Ferrari needs to reduce drag to be more competitive against the front-running teams. That is not the language of a driver preparing to retire. Now, Oliver Bearman. The 21-year-old British driver is a Ferrari Academy product who has been on loan to Haas for 2025 and 2026. He is widely considered the heir apparent at Ferrari, the driver the Scuderia has been developing for years to take a future seat. Schumacher's praise has put Bearman at the centre of the retirement speculation, but his actual results have been mixed. Bearman's 2026 season at Haas has produced moments of strong potential. He achieved a career-best 4th-place finish at the Mexico City Grand Prix in 2025. He finished 5th at the Chinese Grand Prix to start 2026. The pace has been good in qualifying, with multiple Q3 appearances. But the consistency has been less impressive, with several races where he has finished outside the points. He is 21 years old. He has been in Formula One for less than 2 full seasons. He needs more development time before he can confidently step into the second Ferrari seat. The most authoritative reporting on Ferrari's actual plans came from Auto, Motor and Sport in August 2025. According to that source, Ferrari have already chosen Bearman as the driver who would replace Hamilton should the 7-time world champion decide to retire. The report explicitly stated that Ferrari have zero plans to replace Hamilton themselves. Retirement is the only realistic route that would yield a premature end to Hamilton's contract. But if Hamilton does retire, Bearman is the team's confirmed replacement. Hamilton's contractual situation is genuinely complex. He has an option to extend his Ferrari contract into 2027. That option would be exercised based on a combination of his performance, his interest in continuing, and Ferrari's strategic priorities. If Hamilton wants to stay and Ferrari wants him to stay, the contract gets extended. The political reality is fascinating. Hamilton has been a transformative figure for Ferrari from a commercial perspective. His arrival at the team has generated unprecedented global attention. His brand value is enormous. His sponsorship pull is significant. Even if his racing performance does not deliver championship contention, his presence at Ferrari has commercial value. That said, Ferrari are also a results-focused team. If Hamilton continues to be outperformed by Leclerc across the rest of the season, the strategic conversation about whether to retain him will intensify. For Bearman specifically, the speculation creates both opportunity and pressure. Schumacher's public praise raises his profile. The reports of Ferrari planning to use him if Hamilton retires position him as the heir apparent, but it also creates expectations. If Bearman's 2026 season delivers strong, consistent results, he is genuinely in the conversation for the Ferrari seat. If it produces too many mistakes or inconsistent performances, he loses momentum. For the broader Formula One landscape, the situation matters because it speaks to a generational transition. Hamilton at 41, Alonso at 44. Both legends of the sport, both with multiple championship titles, both facing increasingly aggressive pressure to give way to younger drivers. The question is whether the older generation accepts the transition gracefully or whether they fight to extend their careers as long as possible. What we can say with certainty is the following. Schumacher has publicly called for Hamilton to retire. Ecclestone has joined the call. Auto, Motor und Sport has reported that Ferrari have plans to promote Bearman if Hamilton retires. Louis Decker has predicted a Silverstone retirement announcement. Hamilton has not commented publicly on any of this. His current form is competitive, but not championship contending. His contractual option for 2027 exists. The decision to retire or continue belongs entirely to Hamilton himself. What do you think? Should Lewis Hamilton retire from Formula One at the end of 2026? Or does he deserve another season to continue competing? Is Oliver Bearman genuinely ready to step into the Ferrari seat in 2027? Or does he need more development time before facing the pressure of a top-level Ferrari seat? And will the public retirement calls from Schumacher, Ecclestone, and others actually influence Hamilton's decision? Or will the 7-time world champion make his choice entirely on his own terms? Drop your predictions in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button and subscribe for more F1 news. I'll catch you in the next one.